Hello everyone, I'm FighterGC and welcome to part 2 of my Let's Play, my first ever Let's Play featuring, crap. Anyway, welcome to part 2 of my Let's Play featuring The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Master Quest, and this annoying owl. If you recall my last part, I mentioned there were 3 characters I utterly despise in this game. This, ladies and gentlemen, is number 1. Mido would be number 2, and number 3 would of course be Tingle. Some of you are probably upset that I said I don't like Tingle because I know he has his own fan base, which is, just beyond my understanding. Yes, I got all that. The thing I hate most about this owl is he blabbers on, and then after he's done talking, he asks you if you want to hear it again. Of course I don't want to hear it again. It's just a trap for people that like to spam A whenever the dialogue is going on. And if you do that, it's just going to trap you in an infinite loop until you realize. And of course, as a kid, I fell for it every time. Anyway, first thing we're going to do here is we're going to shotgun it all the way to Hyrule Castle because you do not want to be trapped in the field at night. It is not pleasant. As you recall from our last part, we had cleared the first dungeon, which is inside the Great Deku Tree, collected the first spiritual stone, collected the ocarina, the first ocarina. Spoiler alert, obviously that is not the Ocarina of Time, which we will obtain later on. Quite some time from here. It's going to be dark when I go in here, and yep. A couple of things you should notice right off the bat. There's an improvement in visual and audio quality in this playthrough. In this part, that is because I have adjusted my capture settings, and I believe the result is significantly better. This is Malin. She's gonna basically enlist our aid in searching for her father, who's at the castle, which happens to be right where we're going. Come on, Malin. And like I was saying, better audio and visual quality. I managed to get my hands on a new microphone, so shout out to my old man for setting me up with a brand new microphone. This owl. Anyway, after watching my previous Let's Play, I'm saying a lot, aren't I? I'll try to stop that. After watching my previous Let's Play, I realized I spent way too much time. I said again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this. I spent way too much. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to stop it because the more I say I'm gonna stop it, the more I'm gonna do it. No, I don't want to hear what you said again. As I was saying, I watched my previous Let's Play, and I tried to spot a couple of different. Oops, sorry. Go up there. Climb up. There's a weird. You have to be in a certain spot for it to climb properly, otherwise you just get stuck there. I recall when I was a kid, I could not. I got stuck in in just the wrong spot where I could not get up there, and I got stuck there for about an hour. Right now, we're gonna sneak into the castle. Or rather, we're gonna sneak halfway into the castle and be blocked in a moment. Over there is a special magical ability called Din's Fire. Din is one of the 3 goddesses of Hyrule. It's a very useful ability, and I don't believe you can clear the game without obtaining it. You basically need it to enter certain dungeons and certain areas. Anyway, as I was saying, I noticed I watched through my previous Let's Play, my previous part, and I thought of various ways I could probably improve here and there. And one of the things I noticed is my terrible gameplay, and I'm pretty sure anybody who's seen it has noticed. That's something I really need to improve on. It's not that obviously I'm not bad at this game. I mean, clearly you can tell otherwise from watching the video, but uh, obviously I'm much better at this game than that first video would suggest. Anyway, this is Talon. We need to wake him up. As you can see behind him, there's a small waterway, and in order to get in there, he has to move out of the way. So we push those crates into place, and we jump into the waterway. And in order to do that, we need to go back and see Malin, and I'm gonna get caught by the guards here. She's waiting over at the front gate, or rather the entrance to this area. Uh, I'm going to try to focus a bit more on gameplay and a bit less on commentary, just because I realized my brain was so much more focused on what I was saying rather than what I was doing. And as a result, as you can tell, my gameplay really suffered. Especially how I missed that chest, how I died from a bat, for crying out loud. I'm still really upset about that. I'm very embarrassed that I died from a bat of all things. Again, there I go again saying As I kept saying in my first part, obviously it's gonna take me a while to get accustomed to doing both, to just get into the mindset. I need to make gameplay. I need to I'm at a loss for words. I'm trying to think of the words. Basically, I need to train my brain so that it focuses primarily on what I'm playing, on how I'm playing, rather than what I'm saying. I feel like I just repeated myself. Did I repeat myself? Leave a comment below if I repeated myself, because I probably did. And I'm pretty sure I did that a lot in my last playthrough. In my last part. I keep saying playthrough, but I mean part. It's just a bad habit I have. You get so caught up in doing one or the other, and you know, it's just a result. Anyway, we're coming all the way back over here because, as you can see, Malin gave us a weird egg, and we need to wait until sunrise in order to use this item, which is going to hatch into a chicken that we're going to use to wake up her father, who's sleeping right here, who looks suspiciously like Mario. So I will see you in a moment. Alright, as you can see, the egg just hatched into a chicken. It's funny, they call it chicken here, yet everybody else seems to call it Coco's. Coco might be like, you know, just chicken in another language, I'm assuming. It'd be like German or Italian or something like that. Anyway, you just use it on Talon here and he'll wake up. Talk to him very quickly. I should warn you right now, this part, or rather, anytime I have to cross the field for whatever reason, at least right now that I don't have Epona, there's gonna be quite a few time skips, just depending on how long it takes me for me to get to one end of the field to the other. And once I get Epona, it's fairly quick. So, but for right now, it's just gonna be a time skip, or yeah, time lapse. I meant, sorry. And it's because it'll be very boring well, not really boring on my end because I had to be active with it, but it'll at least, oh, don't climb that. It'll be boring on your end. Trust me, you don't want to see me running back and forth, which I'm going to be doing a lot in this part in particular. So we slide these boxes into place, and we're going to use them to climb into the waterway. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't realize what was in these boxes. Originally, I thought it was beef, just because of the cow head. But, you know, I realize now it's just milk. Which, Link probably shouldn't be, you know, slamming down shipping crates of milk like this. Alright, jump over and into the waterway. I have to question where this water is coming from. I mean, it's probably just coming from like a fountain further up the castle, but you never know. It could be like the sewer system for the entire castle. Alright, so here we got a small sneaking style minigame. It's not very difficult. It's just a bit tedious, rather. These guards have a very limited range of sight, but they can see behind them, so you don't want to get too close to them in general. No, that one was fairly easy. Right here, you could climb up the stairs and then take that small rafting, sorry, across. But that is, I've never understood the. It's very difficult to stay on it from this angle, from this camera angle, so I always prefer just to walk in front. There was a guard right there. He was kind of hard to see. That's why I stopped. As soon as he goes by, I might actually be hero for a while. That other guard is taking his time. They tend to do that. They tend to get out of sync, or I think they're intentionally out of sync, just to sort of trick you into running early. And if you mess up, they just take you back. They just kick you out of the castle, but you're at the waterway. They don't send you all the way back to the front gate, which would suck. So you basically climb back in and do it all over again. I'm gonna try to go for it here. I might regret it though. Come on, okay. I probably could have gone for it much earlier, but you know, I was being a chicken. All right, I'm gonna risk it here, even though I probably shouldn't. This is the area I tend to get caught the most. At least when I was a kid, I used to. But it seems now I just made it. Go, 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 go. I got stuck on the hedges there. Alright, we're going into the courtyard where we get to meet the namesake of this video game. But before that, I'll show you a little trick here. Get an easy 20 rupees. And this window over here, you see a number of portraits of very familiar Nintendo characters. And if you shoot the window, did I not go through? I think I missed. I don't know how. There you go. If you shoot the window, get an easy 20 rupees. Now, if you shoot the opposing window, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this Easter egg already. You get a guard that throws a bomb at you. And when you think about it, if I was the king and he threw a bomb, and one of my knights threw a bomb into the courtyard where my daughter was, I would have that guy beheaded. Like seriously, immediately off with that guy's head. I would go Red Queen on him. It was the Red Queen, right? The Wicked Queen in Alice in Wonderland. It was the red one? Yeah, it was, because they were painting the roses red. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. Alice in Wonderland. Great movie. Great classic movie. I mean the cartoon, even though the live action one is good too. Oh, yes, I have the stone. I'm probably going to get off track a lot. It's just a bad habit I have. While we sit through this, I want to give a quick shout out to my first subscriber, who practically subscribed like about an hour after releasing my first video. So I was going to mention you by name, but they were hidden. So whoever you are, thank you very much. You're awesome. Shout out to you. Obviously, I hope you're the first of many in the future. I mean, not that I'm really doing this for subscribers. I'm really just doing this because, like I said in my first video, it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm actually having fun with it. I I was in a strangely euphoric state after releasing my first video. I mean, even though it's only had like 20 views or whatever, uh, I'm still happy with the way it turned out. Hopefully, it'll be the first of many. I don't know. This could be my first and only Let's Play. Yes, but you know, it depends on how I feel at the end of this one. Um, or maybe in the middle of this one, because I've been already thinking about other games I would like to play. Um, Less popular games because I've realized after posting my first video that this game is very popular for Let's Plays. It's seriously a dime a dozen, and I was a little annoyed at that, but I guess I already knew, but I really wanted a Legend of Zelda game to be my first Let's Play, just because I'm such a huge fan of the series. Like I said, played it ever since I was a kid. I played pretty much all of them, with the select few. Most of the handheld ones I haven't really played, just because like Spirit Tracks didn't really care for it. Um, what was the other one on handheld? I played Four Swords. That was a decent one. It's good. It was a good game to play with friends. Trying to think what else. Link's Awakening was good. Surprisingly, one of the games without Zelda in it. She just mentioned the Ocarina of Time. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, this is Zelda. The character I'm playing as, that's not Zelda. This girl is Zelda, for those of you out there who are still unclear about that. The reason it's called The Legend of Zelda is because most of the games revolve around her. And as I just said, Link's Awakening doesn't even mention Zelda, I believe. I don't know, I haven't played it in a while, so somebody please leave a comment below telling me if I'm right or wrong. Yes, I'll look through the window. The reason I keep asking for comments is it's just I enjoy comments, and I really like the aspect of interacting with people who watch the video. So if you are watching this, then by all means leave a comment. As long as you're, and if you want to give criticism, I say go for it. As long as you're constructive and not destructive with your trying to use my words here. I apologize. As long as you're constructive and not destructive with your criticism, I will gladly listen to what you have to say. If you want to suggest another game, if you want to suggest me trying something else, if you want to give me if you think I missed a tip or a hint or something I should have said in my video, then by all means just let me know, and I'll see what I can do in future videos, or I'll amend or whatever. But please bear with me. Keep in mind this is my first Let's Play, and I hopefully will get better at it in time, as I mentioned. Oh, she's still talking. Seeing as I'm going to focus a bit more on gameplay, there's probably going to be bits and parts where I am just completely silent, just because my brain will be in focus mode. And when that happens, obviously, my mouth shuts up and my mind just... I just get tunnel vision, basically. Oh, she's still talking. She should be done soon. I like Ganondorf as a villain in this game, or actually in the Zelda series in general. But I wonder though, is it the same Ganondorf? Because it felt like the Ganondorf in Wind Waker was the same Ganondorf from here, or something like that. I'm not sure. But it feels like since they trap him in the spoiler alert, since the end of this game, since he doesn't technically die, I'm not going to say how exactly, just I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't played this, because I believe a couple of people that are watching this haven't played it. I mean, I don't know, maybe everybody's played it and they're just here for nostalgia, like I mentioned in my first video. Again, I'm repeating myself. I apologize. Trying to break that habit. But Ganondorf, I believe, is timeless by the end of this video. In other words, he doesn't die. You just fight him again and again. And I don't understand. And I'm not quite clear if the Ganondorf in future installments of Zelda is the same Ganondorf from this installment. I mean, clearly his appearance changes, but I'm just wondering. Or no, actually, because Twilight Princess, they show them banishing him to the... Or that could have also happened after... I don't know. Somebody leave me a comment below if there's like a website I can go to that'll show me like a timeline of all the Zelda games and their time periods respectively. Or show me that Ganondorf is the same in every iteration. Anyway, we just picked up the Zelda's Lullaby, which is probably going to be the most used song in this game, I believe. Trying to think, hold on. Yeah, it should be, just because you're going to be using it to open doors and gates and whatnot. I was going to say maybe one of the teleportation spells, but I mean the teleportation songs, sorry. But I don't believe that'll be the case. The teleportation songs are just circumstantial at best. Once you're done with an area, you don't really need them anymore. As she's saying, we're gonna go to Death Mountain next, which is the home of the Gorons, home of the Whopper, Land of the Free, home of the Whopper. Anyway, that was dumb. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to the Gorons, but before that, I'm gonna go back into town because I want to purchase a Hylian shield. The Hylian shield is gonna be your primary shield, or my primary shield, practically for the rest of the game. At least until the last dungeon where you get one more shield. There are only 3 shields in this game. Kokiri, Hylian, and the Mirror Shield. And as I said, you don't get the Mirror Shield till the very last dungeon. You know, I just realized that I was just reading the back of the box of this game earlier, and it claims the graphics are in HD, and I'm looking at them right now, and I'm like, I literally see no difference between the 64 version and this version. Perhaps there's a comparison online I can look at. Although every comparison I've seen is just between this one and the 3DS version, which I do not own. Which I don't feel like I need to own. I mean, if I bought it, it would just be to buy it. I don't even own a 3DS, in fact. I just don't see much point in getting them. Okay, am I the only one that thinks of the safety dance every time I see them? Every time I see these two right here, the one in the red and the blue shirt. They can dance if they want to. They can leave their friends behind. Because their friends don't dance, and if they didn't dance well then, they're no friends of mine.